the villain that they show at the end of the trailer
Chaos.
is Garland, who becomes Chaos at the end. So he's the first and the last boss of the first game. No, I think the funniest part that all three characters that they showcased were like they looked like they're from different games.
They look completely
and none of them look like
different.
kid game.
The dude in the middle, the main dude who was always like, I hate chaos. I'm so mad at chaos. I'm going to kill 7-Eleven.
I hate chaos.
Just like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. It's like, okay.
This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds and nerdettes, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. This is episode 97, and as always, it's me, Eric, Patty, Lenny, and Antonio. Say hola, guys. Yeah.
What's up, players?
Wait, the laugh track.
I wish. All right. So
this is why we need Lenny with the soundboard. We have we have to start like getting them ready beforehand.
Yeah.
It's the day before somebody sits down with Lenny, just like, okay.
We need a clapping track. We need a laugh track. We need to like.
Honestly, Lenny, after this, you just need to get those. Those are easy. Exactly.
Oh my god.
It was the best show on television for a reason.
Exactly.
All right. So for today, we're gonna be doing an E3 news episode. Yay!
Incredible. We love games.
Gaming.
We are gamers.
We're gamers, by the way.
We haven't
gamers
done a
gaming.
gaming episode in so long.
We're
Yeah,
gamers.
okay, that's why the gamers are here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why this is a gamer episode.
We gamers.
It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be fine. All right. Before we start, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and ding the motherfucking bell for all my YouTube people. And
Frogs.
join our community Discord. Come on. How many times we got to say it? At this point, you should just like be in here. Like, come talk to me. Say hi. Like, you know what I mean? Just come in there and say hi.
Just be like, well, hi there.
Not like that.
Yeah. No, say it like the hi. Just like that. All right, so we have no news today. No straight up, no lightning, no nothing. We're just going straight into this
Or
because
just gamer news.
yeah, we're gonna basically. So everything that got released this week and last week is just gonna get moved to the next episode, which possibly just means it's gonna be like
Nintendo.
stuff that matters.
It's the Nintendo Direct. That's
Well,
the
it's
only
literally
thing.
just the
That's
Nintendo
No,
Direct.
it's not. Stop it. That's gonna be just straight up news.
Tomorrow's. No, I'm saying like that's the only thing from E3 that's gonna be in
tomorrow's
news next
like the last day.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
Yeah.
saying whatever.
The Nintendo
Okay.
Direct is happening on the last.
That's gonna
day.
be straight up news next week.
That's it. Yeah.
Lightning's gonna be something else completely different.
Yeah,
But, okay. All right. You want to get right into it, Patty?
All right. Yeah. So
Start off
E3 was
strong.
actually kind of a bait. They baited me this year a little bit because I think we talked about it like maybe 2 weeks ago. How there was like E3 was happening and they announced like a really small list of like companies that were showing up, and there was the Summer Games Fest, which was kind of sounded like it's like a rival to E3 that had like more than twice as many people showing up. But it was all an elaborate ruse because the Summer Games Fest was just the opening day for E3. So it was a elaborate ruse all along, which was fun. But I mean, Summer Games Fest was honestly it was fun. I mean, they open up just like getting right into all the announcements. The first thing that they opened up with was Gearbox. They announced a new Tiny Tina based game called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is heavily inspired by Borderlands 2. They had a D&D styled campaign in that game, and that's kind of like the basis or the foundation for this like standalone game, which it's not a Borderlands game. They made very clear this is like a spin-off to the series, and it's going to be coming no specific date, but they said early next year. And it also has a few of the voice actors that they announced with it were like Andy Samberg and Wanda Sykes, which was interesting. But I mean, it It looked kind of cool. It wasn't like any gameplay at all. It was like a cinematic trailer, but it still looked cool, and the premise is interesting.
As someone who plays Borderlands and D&D, that's a yay.
It was pretty hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't comment and or speculate. I'm indifferent.
No comment. All right.
No, like I agree with y'all. What I seen, I liked it, but like I haven't played.
I
the
would
game,
say
so,
if
like,
you want to, like, if you have any interest in it whatsoever, like try to just play Borderlands 2 and play the DLC, because I was playing it like a day or two before this was announced, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. I like this.
I believe that this game, they talked about it a little bit. There wasn't a lot that came out, but it's going to be more RPG than looter shooter, but it's still like
both
a looter shooter, but it's a little bit more RPG.
I like that. That makes me even more excited.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, it's
Lenny?
interesting.
Yeah, I need to see if I can get it.
I'm just glad that we're getting more Borderlands like universe stuff, which is nice. All right,
and it's not the pre-sequel.
No, thank God. Thank God. We're not getting a second one of those. I would have cried. All right, that's enough of that. Next one. This one was an interesting one. So it's an indie game. It's called Sable. I think this has been shown at a previous E3, but this one it got a little bit more. And I think the way it was described as like an open world kind of platforming, like story-driven game from the studio called Shedworks, who I've never heard of before. It's coming out pretty soon, September 23rd. And the reason I actually kind of cared about it was they had a performance of one of the songs from the game that was just really, really, really good. And it looks good, and the music sounds awesome. And so I was like, I'm kind of interested. But I don't really know anything about like story wise or like what the game is about. They didn't really give us a lot of that, which is unfortunate.
So I just looked up Shedworks, and apparently it's a 2-person game development studio.
Oh God.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Well, good for them. Because
why do people do that to themselves?
Yeah.
I mean, like, respect, but like, are you okay?
I mean, if it's just the two of them, they probably are, you know.
We have faith.
My lord.
I will say the game, I don't know why. The animation, I wasn't feeling the animation too much, but the game did look really good though.
Yeah.
It was a little like choppy. I don't know.
To be fair, a lot of it was just being like displayed in the background of her performance, so I think that also didn't help with.
There was, there was like its own separate trailer. Like they showed the trailer and then they did the performance, or it was the performance in the trailer. I don't really remember. But I mean, it looks interesting. All right. This one, this is where they kind of lost me. So actually, why did I say that? I fucking hate that. So anyway, Lost Ark, which I believe is a South Korean MMORPG, right?
Yes, it is.
It is getting its Western release for fall of 2022.
And to explain it a little bit more, it's like a Diablo-style MMORPG. So if anybody's played Diablo, then that's a good way to explain it. I do know. I was looking at some of the like early reviews of people who've like played it in Korea. They're like saying stuff on Steam for the pre-order. They were saying stuff along the lines of when it first came out, it was disappointing, but like it has a pretty active like community and like developers are pretty active, so they've made it good, and it's become like the top MMO in South Korea right now.
Interesting.
So I'm excited just for that.
Okay, and Brandon's here now. Okay.
What's up, player?
Oh, snap.
Welcome, Brandon, to the show. He's alive. Incredible.
And Brandon.
Round of applause, everybody.
We'll be right back.
Put the clap track in post, Dan, please. I'm begging. All right, are we waiting or are we moving on?
I mean, we want to wait for Brandon to start OBS.
I started it before I came in here.
Okay, then I think we're good.
Okay.
I literally said before I joined in here, like, Dan, I don't know where we are on this point, but I'm sorry I came in late. It was a long day, and I joined in here.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay.
If I knew the timestamp, I'll put it, but I don't know where we are.
You have the doc open.
I mean, it's
Okay,
your
good.
timestamp. It's more important.
Brandon, have you watched any of these trailers?
I'm gonna keep a buck 50. Probably.
Okay, I
only
mean, that's
10%.
fine if you have it, because then you can watch it and we can get first reactions. Wow, we're just farming content. Let's go. Honestly, good
Woo!
job. I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna
Alright.
start streaming soon.
Anyways, moving on to the next thing. This one was interesting. Looks horrendous visually, but I was interested. It's called The Anacrusis, and it is a co-op zombies game that is set on like this gigantic space cruise ship. Like, think the ship from like WALL-E. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a big-ass
absolute
ship.
behemoth of a ship.
Yo,
That's a big ass shit.
That's kind of what it looked like, because there were some shots where it's just like absolutely massive.
Yeah.
I don't understand like how you're actually supposed to play this game, because they talked a lot about like how it's going to be replayable. From what I understood, it sounded like you're going to be playing through the game like multiple times, and like you like level up as you play and like unlock new stuff, and you get to keep that with you.
World
But
War Z.
I think, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a.
It didn't really explain a lot. I mean, I get like World War Z kind of. That's probably like the best example I could think of, honestly.
Yeah.
We could come
I think
up
it's the
with
only
World War Z.
good zombie game with a leveling mechanic, I think.
The only other one that like kind of reminded me of this was another one that got announced that we will talk about at a later date, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the graphics, you know, the visuals weren't that great. It was kind of ugly looking, but like
Fortnite visuals.
It's not. No, it's worse
Not
than
even
Fortnite.
that.
Like, I can at least give Fortnite some props. Like, isn't
the
I'll
gameplay
give you
sounded cool.
early Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's very early.
That was the last time I played Fortnite. So
Yeah.
fair? Lucky you, honestly.
Good for you, honestly.
Realistically.
It reminds you of like the Left 4 Dead graphics in a way.
So
And then
update.
TF2 in a way.
No.
I would say no.
So apparently, the founders pack for Lost Ark is like the fifth most. It's the fifth top seller on Steam right now.
Interesting.
It's $100 for a game that's probably free.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
it's a top seller right now. Jesus Christ.
Well, anyways, speaking of disgusting, all right, I got this wrong. So the series is called Vampire the Masquerade. I'm pretty sure there's like literally like one game that came out
There's
almost
one other
2
video
decades
game
ago.
that came out with it, but it's a TTRPG game initially.
Interesting. I don't know. The game looked absolutely
Ass.
yeah.
I was
It
bored.
was like a vampire hunting game.
But you're also vampires.
But
which
you're
is-
also vampires, but then there's like
Yeah.
magic powers, and then there's also
I just like I liked
modern
Eric
guns.
because he was like, "Yo, I love vampires," and he watched it. He's like, "This game looks ass."
It did not hold my.
Yeah.
It was dark the whole time. I was like, "Damn, you were playing at night. What is this? Devil May Cry?" Like I
Yeah.
wanted to cry.
Hey, you act like there isn't a scene where Dante doesn't just like break out dancing in DMC5. Come
yeah,
on.
but Devil May Cry is good. This just like
Exactly.
you know,
This just does not look good.
this doesn't
Vampire
have.
the Masquerade is not supposed to be a combat game, but they forced it into a combat scenario.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
what
bad.
That's
what
weird.
the general reaction was. They're like, "Wait a minute, it's a Vampire the Masquerade game, but like this isn't
Not
a vampire. It's
tabletop.
like it's not a Vampire the Masquerade."
Exactly.
But
It's
I'm
a-
not playing D&D. What the fuck
Vampire
is
the
this?
Masquerade TTRPG is so heavily like role played that combat is little to none in its entirety.
Yeah,
So
it
seeing-
looked weird.
Uh,
It looked bad. It just looked bad.
It seems like they try to make it as a modern. You guys ever seen the movie Underworld?
Yeah,
with
I
the
was
vampires
thinking
and
that the
werewolves?
entire
Yeah.
time. I think I said something about I want to watch Underworld right after I watched that.
Literally, when you said it was vampire versus vampire, that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, okay.
I
wait,
thought about
you know what?
Blade. That was the first one I thought. I said I want to watch Blade.
See, I saw the gameplay, and I was thinking APB Reloaded, but with like, vampires and powers.
I don't know what the game is. Like Sun. I think it's called Sun, like SON of something.
Oh, Son of Rome? No.
No, what does it remind me of? What's that game when you're like a teenager with like electric powers and you're like
Oh,
that's the
I
game
know
I'm
what you're
trying to
talking
think of.
about.
Infamous?
Infamous,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Oh, I thought it was
No.
called Sun.
That
I always
looked
get
way
that.
too
I always
good.
feel it.
Yeah,
I always
dude,
get
it's
that and
Infamous.
Dishonored confused for some reason.
Yeah,
This is-
it's Infamous
think-
Second Son.
Yeah, that's what I thought
My
of.
second son.
Those movies, those games are really good.
Yeah, those are good.
I loved it.
Everything that it reminds us of is just is
Mhm.
good, but this just doesn't look
No.
good.
It doesn't
Yeah.
capture.
It's like a mesh of all of them and then it's bad.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's like King K. Rool.
Mm.
yeah.
Lenny gets it.
All right. I think we definitely talked too much about that. That's unlucky.
Next
All right.
one.
Anyways, this one was like a really weak announcement, but it is just the fact
This one
Payday
happened.
3 is confirmed. It will be happening, and it's going to release at some point in 2023. And that
Cool.
was
Any of you guys played
literally
it?
all we got. Me and Lenny
Played.
have played Payday 2.
I played
Played the
Payday
shit
2.
out of that game.
Yeah.
Isn't that the bank robbery one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or heist game. It's really
As long as
good.
it don't have another H3 or something similar like that kind of DLC, the game will be good.
Yeah.
As long as there isn't a shitty internet funny man to ruin my game, it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Honestly, the thing I might care about the most is like the music, because that's like probably one of the
Yo.
best things about Payday 2 is it
music.
has phenomenal music.
It's great.
I just want more clips. That's my most watched clip. Payday 2. You want to know how I got these scars?
You
My
wanna
most
know how
watched.
I got these scars. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope it's good. I mean, we'll probably get more stuff. Hopefully, well, probably not soon, but like I can hope. I can
Within the
dream.
next year and a half.
Yeah,
Hopefully, yeah.
I can say a prayer or two.
I mean, they're starting, so that's something.
Yeah, it's happening. We know it's
Yeah.
happening, and that's what matters.
So next E3 or whatever, Summer Games, whatever, maybe they'll have something to show us.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
All right, next one. Now this is not a game announcement. This was like a partnership deal, but I thought it was pretty important because it's a new studio that's been created called Deviation Games, and they announced that they're going to be working or partnering with PlayStation. I don't remember like the details of like what their partnership was.
Did it sound like it was like a second party company sort of deal?
I think maybe something like that, but they're going to be like working with PlayStation to make games. That was like basically the gist of it.
Like
The
them
reason-
straight, right? Like
I think.
directly. Okay.
I think. The only reason that I cared about this the most is because the guys who are in charge, David Anthony and Jason Blundell, these are two of like the most influential dudes when it comes to Call of Duty. Like they basically like led, directed, created all of the like but almost everything Call of Duty up until like a couple years ago. Like I think one of them literally left like this year. So these are like basically two pillars of Call of Duty creating their own studio and partnering with PlayStation, which I see as a really big deal because they clearly know how to make good games. They know what they're doing, and they've done it very well in the past. So I'm excited to see like whatever the hell comes out of them.
All I remember is from the announcement, they're like the fucking the host was like, "You already know who they are." I was like, "But I don't." And then Patty explained to me, and I was like,
I didn't know either. I had to look them up. And I was just like, oh,
what do
now
you mean I know?
know.
I don't know.
He was like, oh, I really know. But yeah, this was kind of exciting because it's just like, I have no idea what they're going to make. But I mean, just from like their history, I can just assume
It's a shooter.
it's probably going to be a shooter and it's probably going to be good.
Yeah. Well,
High expectations, basically.
yeah. It makes
Yeah.
sense though, because with all that Call of Duty drama that they've been having lately, with the 3 companies making them and them rotating in and out,
Yeah.
that probably put like a lot into what's it called? Like you can
Who made the new
Yeah,
Call of
so
them
Duty?
much.
leaving. Yeah,
They skipped one to remember to release this Modern Warfare and then
Didn't
Cold
they
War.
collab with it though?
No, I don't think they skipped anyone.
Yeah, they skipped someone to release Modern Warfare.
I thought they collabed. I thought it was people that did Ghost and Modern Warfare. I thought they collabed on that one.
They might have, but it wasn't like
solely
who
like
is it? It's
I forget there's Infinity War, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer, and I don't think they're skipping because Sledgehammer's doing the next one.
No, they skipped someone to release Modern Warfare and then went to Cold War, and then the rotation is like back to what it was. Because I know the push for Modern Warfare was Warzone. That was the push for this game. They were trying to release a battle royale, and then they just kept going like nothing happened with Cold War, and then the next one is, I think it might be the collab or the back to the same rotation. It's real weird about it.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All I know is that I never played Cold War.
All the way back, right? We've got World War II, which was Sledgehammer Games, Black Ops 4, which was Treyarch, Modern Warfare. Actually, wait, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, isn't the Modern Warfare the collab one?
Modern Warfare. I don't.
Wasn't
know.
that
honestly? I don't really give a shit.
Well, it probably put a strain on relationships, though, is what I'm saying.
I think they were. I know one of them was from Activision. One of them wasn't from. I don't think these guys were from the 3 developers. I think they were from Activision, because they were around in like COD 2, like Call of Duty, like the first one. I think one of them was literally like in the first Call of Duty. But anyway, I'm just. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yes.
Haha.
Another developer.
Not another developer.
Another company.
That's the only developer. Yeah. This game, Tribes of Midgard. This game looked pretty cool.
I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by it a lot.
A Nordic themed open world hack and slash survival game, which is actually releasing really soon on July 27th.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torqued for this game.
I'm also getting this. I'm
the fact that I can have my own crew and still fight too.
Yeah.
Like,
it just looks so good. Like it.
Yeah.
It has like the whole like sort of like. I feel like I'm playing Minecraft at the start, and then I just go into fucking like.
You're like leveling up during the day, like gathering stuff, and then like night comes, and then you have to like fight everything.
It's like Minecraft.
It's like fun. It's like fun combat instead of just like clicking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
It just looked good.
Yeah,
I like so good.
I like all that Nordic stuff, and hopefully we'll get Mjolnir like as a weapon. It's tough. Imagine Marvel having a collab with them. Like, it's Marvel.
I could see that. I could see that.
They don't need to. That's not how that works.
Yeah, but still, if it
does
end up happening.
I mean, okay, yeah, but like Mjolnir isn't like a copywritten thing just for.
No, I meant like having a collab with Marvel, like that skin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I don't know. I don't know what their art style, if that it would work.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, basically. But no, without that, it looks really good, no matter what.
Pre-ordering now.
I might. Don't say that.
Okay, Jesus.
It wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't at all.
Nor the last.
Nope.
It's only $20. Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
This game is $20.
Where?
On Steam.
That's bonkers, bro.
I'm down if anybody else is gonna do it right now.
You know,
okay, we have an episode.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Give me tomorrow because like I spent $800 the past 2 days. I'm gonna get $100 back tomorrow.
Got you.
Oh, we got to get to the big dick game of the day.
Okay, what's
That's
next?
The biggest dick of the day was Elden Ring, which is a open world Souls-like fantasy RPG from Hidetaka Miyazaki. Jesus. And George, and George R.R. Martin, which is launching on January 21st, 2022. And hold on, I have more information on this one. So let me go. So these are from interviews with Miyazaki. So he said there are 6 like major like areas on this map that all function as like dungeons that are ruled by what he called demigod characters, and there is no order you have to do them in. There is also going to be like a hub area for you, and there are a bunch of other, like he said, catacombs, castles, fortresses, mini dungeons, a bunch of other small things you can do. There is a character creator. There are multiple endings. There are optional bosses, and there is also a system where when you like defeat certain enemies, you can capture their souls and just use them in battle, like Pokemon. You can just like catch enemies.
Solo leveling?
Yeah.
Yo, it's literally solo leveling.
and there's co-op.
That's great. Sounds good.
Yeah, and there's a crafting system. I mean, there's just so much to this game.
And Kyle wanted Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, who cares? Honestly, cringe. Elder Scrolls, nah, it's Elden Rings. That's what we care about. That's all that matters. But yeah, it just sounds so good. Just everything about it.
Yeah. And I think everyone thought this got canceled.
Yeah, because
came back with a vengeance.
It was announced like 2 years ago, and there was nothing. And then they were like, "Here's the release date and all this incredible information." And I was just like,
and to be fair, it's
yes.
like not that far off. Like it's 2022, but it's January 2022.
Yeah, it's January, so it's like
so pretty much
early.
like this year. Within the year.
Next 6 months? Jeez.
Yeah.
That's
like
actually
almost like 7 months from now.
Yeah.
It's like 6.5.
They probably had to wait on the budget for it because this thing looks incredible.
It really does.
Yeah. It's hot.
I mean, it is a Souls-like made by the director of the Dark Souls games. So
yeah, it's a Souls-like being made by the guy who made Souls-like.
And then there's George R. Martin there to write a story.
That's actually like not a bad idea.
No, because here's the thing: Dark Souls, from what I know, has good lore. The problem is that it's never told to you. You have to find it. So I think this is just going to be a Souls-like where they actually tell you the story.
Yeah, it's like good lore, but you know it.
George R.R. What is he? Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
That's why that fucking book took so long to get released.
Game of Thrones.
No.
It makes sense. For so long, everyone was like, "Where's this book? Where's this book?" And this has been in development for like 2 years. So, like, yeah, I see it. He got so much heat. He was making something good.
Yeah, but you forget that those people that want the book are normies and don't play games.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, though, like, he saw the opportunity. He was like, "Oh, I gotta push back." Like, you know what I mean? He was like, a video game, like a story. Okay.
Gaming? What is this? I read books.
I make books. No, it's exciting.
Yeah. All right. What's next? This. So Back 4 Blood, which is just a Left 4 Dead revival, because we can't just get a third one. Regardless, it is releasing on October 12th this year.
I'm buying it.
I mean, it's Left 4 Dead 3. It looks pretty good. Yeah. It Left 4 Dead with, better graphics, some gameplay upgrades. There was a new game mode where it's like you can like PvP, but it's like the humans and you get to play as like the zombies and like all the other weird creatures.
That's in Left 4 Dead 2.
I was gonna say that's already a thing.
Wait,
that's already a thing in Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know that was
I played it, and oh my god, if you get a good enough team comp, Spitter and Smoker is the worst thing to fight against.
Interesting.
But yeah,
but I think they also had I think it looked like some new like zombie types, like the other ones, which looked kind of cool. And I liked all the updated looks for the like the old ones, because I think there was like a witch that was there.
There's a witch, cool. A big guy, a tank
charger, I believe, is still in there.
Yeah, it was a charger.
Smoker, I think. Actually, no, the hunter's in there. That's what it is.
The hunter.
Is Hunter the one with the tongue that drags you in?
That's the smoker. The hunter's the one that jumps on you.
Yeah,
and jumps you on the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Next game. This was not on the Summer Games Fest day. This was on the day after, but it was the Ubisoft event, and this was like the one thing that I cared about really. And it's Rainbow Six Extraction. No longer quarantine for reasons that are very obvious. This game looked really, really good. So like the way it works is like there's these containment zones that have been like taken over by like this alien.
No, they broke quarantine. That's why it's not called quarantine.
It was quarantined, is what I'm saying.
It was
like,
never quarantine.
Oh my
not
God.
mention quarantine. We're not gonna do it anyways. And it's 3-player co-op of like actual like siege operators from Rainbow Six Siege with like all their guns, their gadgets. I mean, it's basically like the core gameplay is literally just ripped straight out of Siege. So, like the way everything works, the way you move around, weaning, destructible environments, the way your guns work, the attachments, the abilities, that everything is all there. But I think the coolest thing that I like about is the way that the like containment zones work is that like they're like tiered. Like there's 3 levels to them, and like between each level there's like a safe room, like a Left 4 Dead safe room. And as you go along, like the zombies like their tier go up. So like the first 4, it's like all like really basic grunts, so it's like not hard. And as you get down to like the second and the third 4, like they start getting more. They start getting like powers and shit. Like one of them at the bottom can like turn other aliens turn them invisible, which is just like, why? Why are we doing this? Why are there invisible aliens? I don't like that.
What I do like is that they basically have like the operators buffed in this game. They have pre-batch line scan and Vigil is invisible, just as an example.
Oh wait, Lenny, did you also notice they're different voice actors, right? Because they don't
Some
sound
of them
the same.
are. Some of them are different voice actors.
That pissed me off. I was mad. I was mad. I didn't like that. I don't know why they did that. I don't know. This doesn't make sense why you would just get all the same voice actors.
Contracts.
That too.
I guess.
They just don't want to be there. Heard that.
Yeah, they just voice actors just didn't care. They just posted cringe. Let's see how it is.
Yeah, we can't all be mad right here, honestly.
Can't all just have like respect for the characters that you've voiced. Yeah,
Imagine.
Or sung for. Looking at you, Madison Beer.
Oh my God!
Honestly,
can we not slander celebrities besides Tom Holland? And sometimes Jared Leto. Jesus Christ.
Why do you care about slandering Madison Beer? We've already slandered Madison Beer. What do you mean?
I never have.
It's been a while.
Whatever. Jesus Christ.
So that all of that, keep in mind, that was all those announcements. That was day 1. We're gonna skip day 2 because like nothing happened. That wasn't.
What was day 2? Like who had their shit?
I think that was Ubisoft, but they didn't really. They had but Extraction was also on day 1, and then it was on day 2, and I was really confused. But whatever. Anyways, day 2 didn't matter. Day 3, Xbox / Bethesda rocked out with their cocks out. That's just it's plain and simple.
Oh God.
They posted up. It was pretty hot. So, starting off, we had, I know not everyone here is excited for this game, but Forza Horizon 5 was announced. It is going to be, it is a racing game. I get it. But it's going to be in Mexico. And apparently this map is like absolutely massive because
literally, the way it looked in the thing, like the amount of different land freaking
territory
environment
landscapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was desert, there was like mountains, they went up a volcano, there was a freaking jungle, they were in a city,
you get chased by a tornado,
an island. Oh, pause on the tornado because you're kind of right, because apparently
saw it.
There's gonna be like actual weather events happening in the game.
That's kind of dope.
And on top of all of that, it has like massive customization because you can create your own game modes, you can create your own races, racetracks, bunch of other stuff. that you can just like create whatever
So-
the hell you want.
GTA 5, but like just with cars.
Yeah.
GTA
Stuck on
5,
the
but
car.
like it looks really good. It's got ray
Drive-by.
tracing.
Ray tracing.
It's GTA 5 races with ray tracing, which is obviously extremely important because who doesn't
Okay.
love ray tracing? Microsoft Flight Simulator
Again,
is
I
getting
want to get that so bad.
is getting a Top Gun DLC.
trash.
Yes, oiled up volleyball with the boys.
That is, I believe, releasing for free this fall. I don't remember. I think it is. I'm pretty sure. I'm like
Trash.
90% sure it's a free Top Gun DLC. Grounded, which is basically the video game version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, is getting a new update
That
titled
looks so lit.
Shroom and Doom, which didn't add a lot. I mean, obviously, the title had mushrooms. Unfortunately, I don't believe you can, do them. Unlucky.
We don't know that yet.
No, they said they were adding shrooms, and then they were like, ha ha ha, not that kind. It's just like, oh, I'm lucky.
I like how they do have the setting. If you're afraid of spiders, you can take out the
That
spiders.
is fun, yeah, because they did add like
I feel like it's like just as terrifying though.
the Doom. Yeah, the Doom part is
Exploding orbs.
a massive spider,
Yeah.
just gigantic spider.
That's funny.
And they did add there's an arachnophobia setting, which like blobs the
It's just
spider
a ball and
at
like
them,
a sombrero on it,
like an
basically.
eye. Yeah,
it's
really funny.
terrifying. It's worse than the spider.
And apparently,
I mean, for us, yeah.
they never had achievements, which I feel
Yeah.
like this game has been out for like a little bit, but apparently they never had achievements, and now they have achievements. So I mean, that's always cool.
It's crazy.
How long has this game been out? Honest? Oh wait, no, what? I thought this game was like way older than that.
6 months?
It's not even. No, it's not even a year old. It came out end of July last year.
That's almost a year.
I thought it came
You
out.
didn't
Like,
see the thing? It said the first year in the trailer.
I wasn't listening too much to be
You weren't
honest.
paying attention yet. Heard
Yeah, I
that.
was like half paying attention. Anyways,
Looks cool.
all right. Yeah, it looked good.
Not for me,
Oh, it's releasing June 30th, so it's actually pretty soon, which is
15
kind of
days.
hot.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I know this game happened. I didn't really pay attention here at all. It's called Replaced, and I know it's coming out in 2022. And did anybody else like actually pay attention to the trailer?
Yes.
I watched
Alright,
it.
good.
This was the
Like, I've been
cool
watching
one.
all of it right
I know
now as we
it
speak. So,
it
like,
looked really good. I just don't remember. Like,
I don't know anything about it, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good music.
it reminded me of Love, Death, and Robot in a way.
Yeah.
Was it? What was? Would you say the art was like?
Reminds
I
me
don't
of
even know how
Pixelated.
that
That was pixelated.
Was
Or
it
Kingdom
pixel?
Come.
Yeah.
So it was like
Really well done,
pixely.
though.
It had it was like what I don't know what to call that kind of perspective. Was it just like
Third person. It was like more combat perspective.
It's like a 2D perspective with a like with a foreground.
Mm.
yeah, that's it. There you go. So I mean, it looked cool. I don't know what the hell it was about, but it just looked good. It's coming out in 2022,
Wait.
so it's not going to come out for a
Wait,
while.
what the fuck? So I'm looking at the comments for the trailer, and they're comparing this to The Last Night.
Like Batman? Last what?
No,
No, it's in a game called The Last Night. Oh, this is by the same studio?
I have no idea I don't know what the last night is because it's not on Steam.
No, it is.
Oh, is it just called Last Night?
No, it's the. I can send the link.
Oh, I'm kind of stupid. We don't got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the wrong night down.
Oh, you
Put
put
K in
nighttime
it.
instead of like night.
Yeah. Wait, this game isn't even out either.
Oh wait. I'm confused. Is it just replacing that? Is that what they meant? It does look like that's why it's called Replaced.
Oh my god. They canceled this game and they replaced it.
Because
Ingenious.
yeah.
This looks exactly like that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. This just looks like it is that game.
It's just different clips from that game.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. I mean, I guess. I don't know. All right. Moving along. This game was really, really strange. It's called Atomic Heart. I have no idea what this game is about.
I like the music.
Describe
The
it.
trailer is
Russian
like
disco.
it's like Russian disco music playing while you are fighting robots. While you yourself look to be like a cyborg kind of thing.
You know
like
what it
robot
reminded me of a
parts.
little bit? Like, you know how in the Star Wars Echo he like puts his other hand is like goes into the ships and all that.
Reminds me of Bioshock.
Yeah.
It reminds me, you know how like in those scenes you see the man like his hands just coming out and he has to go into like other like machines.
Perhaps.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this game that just
it just looked. The trailer made absolutely zero sense.
I like the music. The music definitely was
It's just like really bumping Russian disco over like you fighting robots that are trying to kill you. I'm just like, bro, what? Like what's going on? I don't know. But this game, and along with almost every game that we have mentioned for the Xbox Bethesda showcase, starting with Forza, I believe almost all of these games are going to be available day one on Games Pass. That was like a really big thing. Like literally at the end of every trailer, it would be like, get it on day one with Xbox Games Pass or something like that at the end of every single game. So all these games or almost all of these games are going to be on the Games Pass when they come out, which is pretty epic because Games Pass.
Yo, who's getting Games Pass with me? Because I already have it.
I'm like about to get Games Pass.
It's pretty worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of games I'm just like, hey, I want to buy this. Oh, I can just get Games Pass and I don't have to buy it.
Yeah, but the value is pretty insane, to be honest. And they added a lot of new games, or they announced the addition of a lot of new games. Like they added the entire Yakuza series. I know some of it was already on.
Most of it was already there, but they finished
added.
Yeah.
Now the entire like every Yakuza game is on there, including Like a Dragon, which
came out like last year.
Pretty epic. So that's cool. All right, what's next? Oh yes, Halo Infinite. God bless America. This game looked phenomenal. We got a story trailer and we got a multiplayer trailer. We got a lot of stuff about the multiplayer. So it's going to be
the multiplayer. Oh my god.
Free to play. It's first off, it is free to play. It's going to have Xbox and PC crossplay, which is great. Love that. It's releasing for the holiday. There are a few other details that I saw. I know there's a lot of customization with different Spartan suits, like vehicle skins, a bunch of stuff. We saw a lot of that in the trailer. I mean, there's a samurai Spartan suit that has gotten me absolutely
fire
through the roof. God bless. I love it. One of the really cool things that I saw that I read was the way that their battle passes are going to work. So they are going to have battle passes, but all of the battle passes that they're going to release are going to be non-expiring. So basically, if
all of them stay,
so like the first battle pass comes out and you're not able to finish it, it's not going anywhere. Even when the second battle pass comes out, you'll still be able to go back and spend your tokens on like the first one. I think it's a similar system to what they said from the Master Chief Collection, which is like every time you level up, you get a token to spend on the battle pass. And like each like level in the battle pass is one token. You get one token every time you level up. And so you can just go to whatever battle pass you want to, fill up and just put your points there. So you literally get to pick and choose what battle pass you want to complete, which is really, really, really cool to see, which is really nice. So that's just a great system. Yeah. Halo Infinite is like, it's just hot. I'm just excited.
Yo, grappling hook?
Grappling hooks.
Grappling hooks.
I love grappling hooks. There's one thing that I love in video games. It's a grappling hook. Any game. And there was another trailer that was for like the campaign, which was really cool looking. I liked it.
No more Cortana. No more Cortana.
Maybe.
She fucking died.
We don't know that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd be shocked
Probably
if they
not.
just killed her off.
Yeah, she's too busy being in
Last one,
Windows 10.
wasn't she like psychotic and tried to like?
She was corrupted by the flood, and that's why Master Chief almost died in 5.
Yeah. And then they were supposed to kill her, but then they didn't kill her, and we don't know if they killed her.
So
Yeah,
they'll
didn't she, like,
find
Probably
out.
didn't kill her, and now there's a new
hyperspace?
one.
Into another place.
Nah, she's probably just on a hard drive somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll
She's
move
just,
the
like,
hard
in a
drive
desk.
somewhere else.
Just in some random dude's desk, just a hard drive. She's got like a piece of tape over it. It just says Cortana.
Like, do not touch confidential.
Don't plug in.
I liked what I saw.
Next big multiplayer reveal. We had
Yes,
Battlefield 2042 gameplay this time. A couple minutes of it. It looked incredible. Honestly, it looked great. It looked like kind of, I would say, like a back to basics Battlefield, but enhanced by a
weather
lot.
environments, more
Yeah,
guns.
just like with just like updates. They just like took like, I would say like maybe like Battlefield 4, and then they just improved on all of the gameplay mechanics of like one of those games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
It's like
the way that the gunplay. I mean, it just looked visually better. They're bigger maps. 128 players, which I think. What did Carlos say? I think that was in
double.
one of the other ones.
It's like 64.
I
Nah,
think he said no. He said it was. I think he said it got added to Battlefield 4, 128 player games.
Oh, I think so. Actually, yeah.
Like
I think
there's
people
like
can create servers that big.
yeah. They create servers that big, but now this is just every game just by default is 128 players.
Damn.
The maps are bigger, obviously, more players.
I saw that you can hot switch attachments on your gun.
Yes,
That's cool.
You can do that. You
Mhm.
can just when you're like not in combat, you can open up a menu and change your attachments right there,
That,
just in the
that
middle
is
of the game. And like a
renovating.
really nice looking menu. Like it just looked good. It looked like it worked really well. And I mean the biggest thing with this game is the weather. And the weather
Yeah.
on the map that they showed us was unbelievable. So first off, right? So a dust storm comes in, like massive dust storm, because you're in the middle of like a desert city, I don't know where, and it like completely takes over the city. But not only does that happen, a tornado appears. And this tornado is not like a little baby tornado. This thing is literally pulling vehicles off of the street. Like
Buildings
tanks.
too.
Like tanks are being sucked into it. There was one really funny like section where it was like these two dudes were like running towards like a VTOL jet or whatever it was, and the jet is literally being pulled away from them into the tornado. So it's like this thing is going to like mess everything up. Like it is like this is really serious like weather mechanics, which looked really fun. The game, I mean, just all the gameplay. I mean, most of it was like staged, kind of obviously, but like it still looked good.
It still looked clean.
It just looked good. So I'm very excited for the new Battlefield, and it's actually this one's also coming really soon. Jeez, this like upcoming holiday season is going to be bumping because there's new COD that's going to be coming out, a new Battlefield, and a new Halo. That's crazy.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money right
this
there.
Battlefield is coming on October 22nd.
So excited.
That's my
Speaking
right
of coming
there.
soon,
Coming soon. Sea of Thieves is getting a Pirates of the Caribbean DLC with Jack Sparrow.
it's not even DLC. It's a flat out update.
Yeah, update. Yeah, update DLC, whatever. Free DLC update. Same thing. But it's got like an actual, like it's all like a separate storyline. It has Jack Sparrow. It has a couple other Pirates of the Caribbean characters. It looked pretty extensive, to be honest. There was like a lot of stuff, like kind of like mentioned throughout the trailer. And one of the cool things, I don't think this was the coolest thing, was Davy Jones is going to be an enemy where like his ship just straight up just spawns out of the ocean, which to me was just hilarious to watch.
Again?
I love Davy Jones.
Octopus dude.
Oh, that dude.
That guy. Yeah, him. His ship,
You
like
think
his
about the
entire
one
ship
from
just comes
SpongeBob.
out of
The water.
the water. Yeah, it looked great.
So excited.
Yeah, and that one, when is that coming out? Yeah, June 22nd. I think that's actually the most the closest
one.
release. Is that one June 22nd?
That's like 2 weeks.
Less
Not
than
even.
that.
No,
That's
like
was it less
next.
than that?
That's next Wednesday.
that is
Oh shit.
no next
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
Sorry, Tuesday. I
is.
thought today's Tuesday for some reason.
Interesting. All right, next up, this game was interesting. I'm kind of into it. So it's Stalker 2, even though there's already 3 other Stalker games. We don't need to talk about that. Stalker 2, Hearts of Chernobyl. It is a first-person survival shooter. It is coming out on April 28th, 2022. It looked cool because it's like
I did look really cool.
It's like set inside like the Chernobyl exclusion zone. So, and it's like I think the survival part is like there's a lot of like irradiated like people. I mean, one of them literally just straight up looked like an alien dude. It was kind of crazy. He had like a tentacle.
No, it's called they're called anomalies in the game, and basically it is just radiated heavy radiation that spawns like occurrences that aren't normally supposed to happen.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It looks really dope, but me personally, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think because I'm just not really. It's single player games are.
Yeah,
I'm debating.
Not my cup of tea, but if they are, I would recommend this game because it looks really cool. At least looking into it. It's not going to come out for a while. It's April of next year, so that's you've got some time. But if you are into single player games, I would consider this one because it did look good. All right, what's next? Yes. Now this is a single player game that I honestly might get, even though it is a long way from away. So it is called Starfield. It is from Bethesda, which is very important. And God Emperor Todd Howard himself described it very specifically as Skyrim in space. Whereas a lot of people said, and I kind of agree, it did look more like a Fallout in space, and it sounds more like Fallout in space, but Todd Howard said it. So I take his word, and it is like a kind of a space exploration game set 300 years in the future. There's like a big storyline with a bunch of different factions that you can work with. There's like a bunch of different alien races. There's a bunch of different planets that you can go to. He said it was like a massive game. Honestly, with multiple planets, I believe it. I want to see like how like the traveling works. Like, you just kind of like fast travel between planets because that would be kind of cringe. Or can you like actually like maneuver in like some kind of space area? That would be interesting to see. But it looked cool. But it's not. It's unfortunately, honestly, I wish this game was coming out sooner because it's not coming out until November 22nd of next year. Honestly, I want it now.
Sad.
Yeah, sad.
you
right.
would definitely get it though, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it because it looks really good.
It's a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
To be fair.
All right.
Bethesda.
Now this was just an announcement. Yeah, thank you for that, Eric. Moving on. So this is all that happened. The Outer Worlds 2 has been announced with no release date. It's just happening.
They're making it.
They're making it. The trailer was actually really funny because it was like a brutally honest kind of trailer, which I liked. I thought it was funny.
What was it like? Hey, we're making the game.
Yeah, no, it's
we don't
just
got anything else.
Look at this epic sweeping shot with lens flares. Look at how cool we are with this sound effect.
He's a protagonist, except he's a protagonist, but just the silhouette because we haven't developed that or the story. And it's just like, okay.
It was funny. It was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, the Outer Worlds 1 was a good game. I'm pretty sure that game was closer to like a space Fallout. So, I mean, I know it was. I've never heard a bad thing about the Outer Worlds, so I have high hopes for this one whenever it comes out in like 4 years from now.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 years.
2023.
Pog.
All right. Yeah, and that was basically the end of the Xbox showcase. And then, I believe that was it. I think that was Saturday. Sunday.
It was Sunday.
Sunday. It was
Was
Sunday.
it Sunday?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Oh yeah, because then and then after that we had the
Trash.
Square Enix. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, the only thing that we came out of that honestly we're going to talk about is the new
Chaos!
Final Fantasy. Yeah, Chaos.
I'm gonna kill Chaos.
I'm gonna kill Chaos. I hate Chaos. Yeah, it's a was it Final? Is it a remake or a spinoff? Of
It's
the
So
an
first
origin.
one you
okay,
said?
I'll explain. So it's called Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. In short, this is a spin-off of the original first Final Fantasy game, because you're fighting like the villain that they show at the end of the trailer
Chaos.
is Garland, who becomes
kill
Chaos at the
Chaos.
end. So he's the first and the last boss of the first game.
Interesting.
That's
And
the
that-
only thing I find interesting, besides the
Yeah.
fact that like all three characters are just like different Final Fantasy 14 characters that people
Yeah.
would make.
And I think honestly, the funniest thing about this game to me is not to have to do with anything about like the actual game itself, because who gives a shit? Who cares? But what I found hilarious was that there's a trial version available. It's only on the PlayStation 5. It's available until June 24th. When they released the trial version, the files that you downloaded were all corrupted. So you literally couldn't get it to work.
That's great. We love that.
They wanted chaos.
No, I think the
Chaos.
funniest part that all three characters that they showcased were like they look like they're from different games.
They look completely
And none of them look like
different.
kids game.
Were.
The dude in the middle, the main dude who was always like, I hate chaos. I'm so mad at chaos. I'm going
I just
to
love
kill
7-Eleven. I hate
chaos.
chaos.
Just like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. It's like, okay. He's got like a
Chaos.
button-up shirt. He just looks like a dude.
All I
Just
know
Dave
is
from
that
Downing.
we're for Square Enix, the only place that we ever get like actual drops is Tokyo Game Show anymore.
Yeah. Unlucky, really.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened today on Monday. Because it was the Capcom showcase, so like who gives a shit? Literally
Capcom,
nobody.
they announced Resident Evil DLC. There was more on Monster Hunter Stories and Rise.
Whatever.
There really wasn't much. I'm trying to think. There's a Phoenix Wright game that hadn't been released in the West and is going to be released in the West now. It's like Phoenix Wright's ancestors. It's Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yeah,
But
I heard
that's
about
really
that. That got announced like a while ago, though, right?
I don't know. So it's been out in Japan, but it was
Yeah.
never confirmed to come to the West.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
So,
Interesting.
Patty, I figured out that they did skip Sledgehammer.
They did? How?
Yeah, they
did Ghost, right?
No, yeah. So it went Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward. Wait,
Activision.
hold on. Sledgehammer,
Treyarch, not
Treyarch,
Activision.
Infinity Ward. Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Treyarch. Like they completely skipped over in the past couple of years.
I thought they just collabed with them too.
No, well they do, but like there's the ones who run the games. Like
yeah,
Sledgehammer did Advanced Warfare.
Their last one was World War II because it was Black
Yeah.
Ops 4 Modern Warfare and then Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah, and that was Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Treyarch. So they
Yeah.
skipped Sledgehammer, which
now
their
they're
last
going
game
back
was.
to this year. But you know what's crazy is that they skipped them, and there were so many reports about this next one being rushed, and it's being made by Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
It's like, how big of a scam
Modern
is that?
Warfare was rushed. We know that for a fact.
We
What
played
is
that
the
game.
next
That shit was
one going to be?
trash.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to push another battle royale, or maybe because they already put so much money into Modern Warfare and Warzone. You think the next game is going to go into that too?
They don't even care about Modern Warfare. They just all they
Modern
care
Warfare,
about now is Warzone.
that was just like the bottom. You know what I mean? Like they used
Yeah.
it for Warzone, which is I don't know what they're going to do, but
They're just
yeah.
gonna keep Warzone. I don't think Call of Duty is just gonna be like they're gonna put less and less effort into multiplayer.
Yeah.
I mean, we already saw that with
Modern
Cold
Warfare.
War. Like, not with Modern Warfare, with Cold
It was
War.
definitely Cold War, dude.
'Cause,
Definitely.
like, they did so much stuff for Warzone with that. Yeah, whatever.
The zombies was even ass too. Like it wasn't
All right, we're getting out of here.
We're going back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you. I knew it.
We can get you. I mean, we're done anyway, so we can get back to that. All right, so yeah, that's it. Stranger Paradise, Final Fantasy. That was the last thing. Capcom really didn't have anything that important. We already went over that. It's kind of unfortunate because the Nintendo Direct is tomorrow, and that's probably going to be So something's going to happen.
There's definitely. So I will say this right now. There's going to be a Smash character reveal. Potentially Breath of the Wild 2. We already know it's in development, so we need more information.
We might get a little sneak peek.
Splatoon 3, we're going to get another look at. We're probably going to get another look at the strategy RPG that Square's doing on the Switch. Oh, and the Switch Pro.
Ah, yeah, that too.
Those are probably the big things that are going to come up.
Switch Pro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I'm ready. There's also going to be Bandai Namco tomorrow, so that's probably more with Elden Ring. If I had to guess, maybe because they're publishing.
Maybe a lot of stuff's come out already. I don't know.
So there might be more with that. I think that's the only other one I would keep an eye out for. So 9 in the morning and 2:25 p.m. But that's probably more like 11 o'clock here, 12 o'clock.
I'll be up. You'll tell me about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm ready. And with that, that is the end of this episode. Thank you all for listening to us talk about E3 and Games Fest, which just so happened to be the same thing, even though that was, they gotta do better next time. They gotta do that better. I like the idea of Game Fest just because it kind of just like it's a good overview for everything. But next time, tell us that's part of E3. But yeah, thanks for listening. We always appreciate it. If you're obviously listening to us right now, but if you want to listen to us on somewhere else, we're available wherever podcasts are available. We also have YouTube, so if you're watching on there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And ding that motherfucking bell. Make sure to join our Discord. We got all the news coming at you, except when we don't.
That was terrible.
You say that?
Nah, I'm joking. We got news coming at you all the time.
News, we got all sorts of things. Chat, you already
know. But make sure to join that. You can talk with people in there. You can maybe be able to talk to us. Also, we got social medias. Instagram. Eric's on there. Nerds Be Like Pod. Eric's on the Instagram. Patty's on the Twitter. Brandon's on the TikTok. Nobody's on the Facebook.
Man.
We got rid of that, I'm pretty sure, dude.
We never got rid of it, but it's still there.
Dan's there.
Dan's there.
Dan is there, but is he really though?
Probably
and
not.
If you don't feel like using those to contact us, you can contact us through the Nerds Be Like email at nerdsbelike@pod@gmail.com. I can't talk. It's fine.
You're okay?
No, I'm not. It's been a long week.
nerdsbelike@gmail.com.
There we go. And review 5 stars.
Patty, don't forget
ASMR.
Yeah.
I don't know. After this episode, I'm tired of hearing Patty.
Nah.
And on top of all that, we got merch. Brandon, want to talk about the merch?
Hey, yo, it's been so long. It's been 2 weeks. Let's talk about merch. Hey, what's up, guys? It's been 2 weeks. We're not having this merch. It's outstanding. It's scrumptious. Oh, my Lord. We got them t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, baseball tees, we a lot of hoodies, zip-ups, sweaters. We got skateboards, bro. Stickers, all that, we got so much.
And on top of all that, we have links to support all the stuff that's happening around the world. Doesn't matter how much you give, whether you're supporting Palestine, Colombia, Asian American communities, or African American communities, or even Corona. If you got $1, if you got a cent, anything helps. That's what we say every week. We're gonna keep on saying that.
It always goes a long way. I think that's a saying.
And with all that being said, does anybody want to give a preview of next episode?
What is next episode?
That's a great question. I'm definitely going to check right now.
Next
little
week,
bit of mentoring.
We got
mentorship going on.
What Patty said.
What do you mean good about
Brandon
Now
that?
you're just giving out the whole title.
Facts,
Jesus
Brandon,
Christ.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the hell? Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this
Get a
guy.
load.
Should I bleep that out, Dan?
Jesus.
Yes. Please.
All right, now bye.
Bye.